Okay, so this is my patient. So when I evaluated her, she's had this for 20, 30 years, right? Back pain and limited mobility in her hips. But what was interesting is the back pain I had pinned to SI joint dysfunction because I find that to be the most common cause of back pain in what I call the failed everything population. And so when I met her, she had an upslip and bilateral out flares, and her sacrum was twisted. I wrote papers that you can read on my website, wheltonmethods.com. But what was interesting with her is I realigned her on the first visit, got her out of pain. And then she said to me, hey, I can't bend my knee like this. And she had like 30 degrees of range of motion. So I'm thinking she's got a contracture. And so I laid her on the mat and I bent her knee, passive range of motion. And she had full range of motion. So I'm like, what? But I've also seen quad weakness. I've seen foot drop that I documented in my SI paper. And I was like, well, let me just check. And your SI can cause any type of symptoms. I call it the great imitator of sciatica in these areas. So we were standing in that room and I said, hold on one second. And I went like that. I hugged her ASIS medial like that, okay? And when I did that and I said, now go ahead and bend your knee, it went right up. And yeah, and I was like, wow, really? I haven't seen that one before. So anyways, with weakness, always screen for that. But actually, before we flip this camera on, she said for 30 years, go ahead and sit in the, 30 years, one leg was up, you said.
Like this. I could not get it down. And now, look, they're almost pretty much even.
Yeah, people think this is a hip issue off the cuff, but what I found is that when people's SIs are locked like that, then they physically, people and women will say that I literally can't abduct my legs. I can't externally rotate one of them. Look, one of them sits up here. The other one goes all the way down type thing. So I see this all the time. And it's important to be aware of that. But she said that she got to the point she was dragging her leg around and she went to so many doctors and nobody really knew what to tell her. But the issue was it was mechanical, So you always have to screen the SI. You can read my papers. I publish them for free. Join the school group below.